Hi everyone, my name is Shawn in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. I got a mild concussion. I technically shouldn't be filming this video because when I'm filming this video, I'm technically still supposed to be on concussion treatment, which is essentially no brain activity of any sort, like anything that uses your brain. You aren't supposed to do that, so I'm not supposed to be on my phone or any sort of technology, and this is obviously technology, and I'm not supposed to be reading or doing literally anything except for listening to audiobooks and podcasts. But I was laying in bed for like 10 hours yesterday. I need a break. So yeah, that's why I'm filming this. But I have something that I need to share with all of you because I don't think a lot of people know about this. For all you massive Harry Potter fans, did you know that some Harry Potter actors actually do Audible? There's two that I know of off the top of my head, and I'm sure there's probably more. And if I find more, I will definitely be updating all of you in the future. The one that I'm currently listening to is A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. And guess what? Guess what? It is read by the one, the only Christian Coulson, who plays young Tom Riddle. So isn't that sort of cool? That is really cool. He also reads another audiobook I recently found out, and he reads with a bunch of other people in the audiobook according to Amazon. And I am probably going to listen to this one next. And this is a book called To Hold the Bridge. I'm probably going to get this one as my next audiobook. But isn't that cool that Christian Coulson reads audiobooks? Because he has a really, really nice voice, in case you don't know. Like, if you have just seen him in Harry Potter, you might not know his voice, but his voice is really nice to listen to. And yeah, if you're looking for an audiobook with a good voice in it, then check out Christian Coulson's audiobooks. He only has 2, and this one, like, the content isn't the most fascinating to me, but like his voice is perfect though. It is so good. And the other audiobook that I finished listening to already was Emma by Jane Austen. And I know that you're probably like, ugh, it's a classic. But listen, it's read by the one and only Emma Thompson, who was Sybil Trelawney in the Harry Potter series. So it's worth suffering through the boring 8 hours just to hear her voice. And the nice thing about Emma as comparison to The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, even though I do like the voice in Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, is that in Emma there's a full cast. So Emma Thompson is the narrator, and so you do hear her voice quite a bit, but then there's also like people playing the other characters, so it's almost like you're listening to a play. And it's like, even though it's boring, it might be a little confusing, like it's very soothing to the ears. So yeah. Emma Thompson also does some other audiobooks. I know she's done another Jane Austen book. I believe she did this one called The Last Christmas, and I believe she read a book literally about herself. If you want to find the audiobooks by Christian Coulson or Emma Thompson, because they're on Audible, just type in narrator Emma Thompson in the Amazon search bar or narrator Christian Coulson. So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend listening to them if you like audiobooks with nice voices. Also, I'm not like famous, so I'm not like connected with Audible or like whatever, but I'm sure that you could watch some other YouTubers videos and find some links for like a free month or a free book or whatever. So if you want some for free, go do that. I know that some actors from Harry Potter, Curse the Child, and Fantastic Beasts read Tales of the Beetle Bard in an audiobook. I haven't listened to that one yet, but I will probably listen to it sometime in the future. And I know that Eddie Redmayne read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them as an audiobook, and I own that. I've listened to parts of it. Hopefully by the time this video gets uploaded, my concussion will be under control. The thing about this concussion is that I realized that I've gotten other concussions. I just didn't go get help for them. Like when I fell down the stairs and I lost my vision for a few seconds. Pretty sure that was a concussion. When I was at the play structure with my cousin and I stood up and smacked my head on a metal bar so badly that it was hurting and I was crying. It's probably a concussion. Boy, am I so clumsy. Oh my gosh, okay, so it's later and I just found out that I have to lay on my bed and not do anything for longer because my concussion isn't better. 2021 is great, but I just found out that there's another Harry Potter actor who does audiobooks, and I'm just gonna turn this into like a little vlog as I find more and more. So Jason Isaacs, so Lucius Malfoy, does audiobooks. He has a crap ton of audiobooks that he's done. Let me list some that I have a little bit of interest in reading. I mean, I'm probably gonna listen to all of them eventually, maybe, I don't know. But I think I'm gonna do Emergency Skin as my next audiobook, which is by N.K. Jemisin, It's read by Jason Isaacs. He also read some H.G. Wells books. He's in this like science fiction collection, but I'm sure he only read like 1 or 2 of H.G. Wells books in there. And then he read the 9th James Bond book, which is called Thunderball. And he read Night Heron by Adam Brooks. And yeah, he's read a ton. And that was not even like a comprehensive list or even close to comprehensive list of everything that he's read. So this is just going to be like a fun vlog as I discover more and more Harry Potter actors that do audiobooks specifically for Audible, because that's what I have. I really need to get off technology because I've been on it too much today, so TTYL. And hopefully there will be at least one more Harry Potter actor in this little vlog video thingamajigger. Oh my gosh. Why can't I just be better? Why did I have to hit my head? Okay, so it's a new day. I swear it's a new day. I know I'm wearing the same sweatshirt as yesterday. I just wear sweatshirts several days in a row. I found out something exciting, which is that if you search the narrator's name on Audible, it pops up even more books than what it pops up if you search their name on Amazon. So I thought that Christian Coulson actually only had one other book that I hadn't read, but boy was I wrong. So I found a ton of actors that have Audible books that I didn't know about, and I am going to be telling you about these ones that I found. So first of all, Christian Coulson has Love Unscripted, which is the one that I'm currently listening to. It's an adult romance slash like breakup novel, and it's hard to describe, but like there's several different timelines, and some are like during the relationship, and some are after the breakup, and some are like when they were first starting their relationship. So yeah, it is sort of interesting. I'm just gonna read off some of the ones that he has. This video is gonna be really long and I'm sorry, but this is an adventure. It was not a pre-planned video. I just got excited about something and want to share my joy about it. So yeah. So Christian Coulson also narrated The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky. So I guess I'm gonna be finishing what is it called? You know, I listened to The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I finished it last night, and I guess I'm gonna be continuing that series because Christian reads some of the other books. He also read this book called Fireborn, which seems interesting. Also, low-key, like if a book is over 10 hours, it somewhat scares me, so. He also read a book called The White Devil, Golden Boy, Sweet Temptation, which I was considering getting, but then I was like, no, Love Unscripted seems less sexual. And he read The Dead House, Flight or Fright, Hell and Good Company, To Hold the Bridge, which is the one that I was talking about yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And yeah, he's read a ton, and you can just type in his name on the Audible app and then a bunch of his stuff will pop up. And as I said, Jason Isaacs has a ton, and all of his pop up when you search his name on here, and Emma Thompson has a ton. But there's also a ton of other actors that I found out about that have Audible books. So Bonnie Wright has one. She has The Garden Party and Other Stories. Bonnie Wright is Jenny Weasley, obviously. And Ivana Lynch has one. She read a book called Keep Your Eyes on Me, which is a thriller, so I'm probably not going to prioritize reading that one. Jessie Cave has a few. She has Dream a Little Dream by Giovanna Fletcher, and I've heard a lot of good things about that author, so maybe that one I'll read soon. And she also has Edinburgh Unlocked, and I'm not saying the name of all of them that they've done, I'm just saying the first few that I see. So yeah, Jessie Cave is Lavender Brown. Kenneth Branagh has some, and he was Gilderoy Lockhart, and he was also the guy who directed Thor, and he was also married to Emma Thompson for a little bit. And Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix Lestrange has some. And Alan Rickman has one. So yeah, there's like tons of Harry Potter actors that have Audible books. So I just personally think this is really exciting, and I'm just gonna be like keeping filming because this is an adventure, and you know, it's like an adventure vlog thing of me discovering that Harry Potter actors do audiobooks and then like actually listening to them and stuff, and it's just fun, you know? So yeah. Christian Coulson is an amazing narrator. I'm on my second book of his. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, the actual like content of the book wasn't like my favorite. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, so I liked parts of it, but as a whole I thought it was just like okay. But like Christian Coulson's voice is really calming and soothing, and I like listening to his voice. And yeah, so I'm currently listening to Love Unscripted. As I said, this mirror thing on my vlogging camera trips me up. So I'm currently listening to Love Unscripted. I'm enjoying listening to Kristen Coulson, and I wouldn't say like I like this book, but I appreciate that the main character is male, yet he's showing a lot of emotion and there's a lot of depth to him, because like I feel like we need to normalize men having emotions, and I feel like that's something that's sometimes frowned upon, like if men are feeling sad, like frown upon it, but like it's not frowning upon it, like it's just genuinely like displaying his emotions, and I think that's pretty neat. If I discover any more actors who have Audible books, I will let all of you know. So to recap the ones I've discovered so far, we have Lucius Malfoy, Sybil Trelawney, young Tom Riddle in Chamber of Secrets, Ginny Weasley, and Luna Lovegood, and Bellatrix and Snape. I think that was all of them that I've discovered so far. Oh, and Lavender Brown. There's all of them that I've discovered so far, and if I discover more, I will let you know. So see all of you later. Goodbye. It's a new day, obviously. I'm in a little bit of a different position, wearing different clothes, so new day. I finished listening to Love Unscripted last night, which was read by the wonderful Kristen Coulson, Tom Riddle, and today I am listening to The Garden Party and Other Stories. It's by Catherine Mansfield. It is read by the wonderful Bonnie Wright. As you can see, I'm on chapter 1 of the first short story. This is like a collection of short stories. Don't really know anything about this book or the author besides what I've listened to so far, so yeah. My concussion symptoms are getting worse, so yeah, this video may be going on longer than I thought it would because it looks like I may have to be listening to audiobooks longer than I want to. But here's the thing, I love listening to the Harry Potter actors' voices reading the books, so it's like it's not the worst thing in the world, but to be honest, I'd rather be like watching Harry Potter on a TV than just listening to audiobooks, if you understand what I mean. I need to go lay down because the world right now is like that's what it feels like because I'm so dizzy from my concussion. So yeah, I literally just found another Harry Potter actor who does audiobooks as I was filming this, and that's Voldemort. I always say the guy's name wrong. It's like Rafe something, but I always said Ralph Fiennes, but Voldemort, you know, Voldemort. Like, noseless Voldemort. Why did I do this to try and be noseless? Okay, I need to go lay down and finish this audiobook. It's a new day. I finished another audiobook. I finished The Garden Party and Other Stories by Catherine Mansfield. I rated it 1 out of 5 stars, but like, here's the thing. Bonnie read it, so it's good, but the book itself isn't good. I haven't found any more Harry Potter actors since I've last updated, and this might be my last update because I'm considering reading free Audible books right now because I feel bad because I share my Audible subscription with my father, and I already have used 2 of his credits and he had 5 credits on there, and like, I don't know. There's only 3 credits left and I feel bad because I feel like I'm like flying through audiobooks and using all his credits, so yeah. Bonnie Wright sang in The Garden Party and Other Stories, and I was like, yes, yes, this is great. And it wasn't like some like big fancy song, there were just like little parts, so there'd be a few lines that a character sang, and then she would sing it and her voice was like so nice. Her voice is just like always so confident and soothing, and I love it. Is it weird that I love the sound of some people's voices? I don't know. This video is literally a mess. So that was not the last clip because I decided to get The Tales of Beedle the Bard because it is read by a bunch of the Harry Potter cast. So yeah, that's exciting. I knew about this one before I realized that there was a bunch of audiobooks read by Harry Potter actors. And yeah, once Audible loads my book, come on. Why is Audible not loading my book? Come on. So The Tales of Beedle the Bard is obviously a companion book to the Harry Potter series that is an actual book that's in the Harry Potter series. I feel like people know this if you're like, I don't know, if you're watching this you're probably a Harry Potter fan, or you support me, but I'm guessing you're probably a Harry Potter fan. So The Tales of Beedle the Bard is obviously a companion book to the Harry Potter series because it was mentioned like as a kid's storybook in the series, and then the author that I will not name that was writing the Harry Potter series wrote this companion book to go along with it. It has mostly new stories. There's only one story that was in its entirety in the Harry Potter series, and the other ones are mostly new stories that you like might have heard referenced in the series, whatever. It's like good, and I've read it before, but I'm gonna read it again because it is read by a bunch of the Harry Potter cast. It's read by Warwick Davis, who is Phileas Flitwick, Nimona Dumezweni, who is Hermione Granger in the original Cursed Child in London cast, and I believe that she also went to Broadway for a year to perform as Hermione. And then Jason Isaacs, Lucius Malfoy. Jude Law, who is Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts series. I literally have a poster of him. Here, let me see if I can flip this around. I literally have a poster of him right there on my dresser, and he's staring at me whenever I film. And then there's Ivana Lynch, who is Luna Lovegood. Sally Mortimer, who I think I know who she is, but let me just double check. Okay, Sally Mortimer is not who I thought she was. She was Irma Prince in Chamber of Secrets, and that is the librarian. Although she's like not in the movie that much, but it's still cool that they got her involved with this audiobook. And then the final person reading this audiobook is the wonderful Bonnie Wright. Before I go and start listening to this, let me see if Jude Law has other audiobooks, because I don't think I checked. He doesn't. Eddie Redmayne has the Fantastic Beasts audiobook and it just popped up, but I don't think that Jude Law has other ones that he's read. Oh, you know what? Before I go listen to this, this is only 1 hour and 36 minutes, but before I go listen to this, let me show you something. So this is the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them audiobook that is read by Eddie Redmayne, and I got this when I was in the UK in 2017. It was like a really long time ago. Yeah, I don't think I've really showed this too much on my channel. There's just some information in here about the book and the audiobook, and then there's these 2 little pamphlets with the CDs in it. I have this downloaded on my phone, have not listened to it yet. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I should do that soonish. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to show that because I personally think that this audiobook and like the design of the case and stuff is really pretty. I'm gonna go listen to the Tales of Beetle the Bard and go on with my day. I'm starting to feel a little better today. I haven't had any like dizzy fits or super bad headaches, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna be better, but I don't know. Concussions suck. Don't get a concussion. Protect your noggin. Don't hit your noggin on anything. Don't do anything super risky and stupid like climbing tall trees or standing on your bed when you have a slanted ceiling. Okay, I'll talk to all of you later. Goodbye! Here is the last video for this audiobook adventure. So since I updated last, I listened to The Gentleman's Guide to Getting Lucky, and I didn't know that getting lucky meant sex. So I feel too innocent for a book like that. Wow. But I did find 2 more Harry Potter actors that do Audible books, and I have started another series on Audible, like another book series, but it isn't read by Harry Potter actors. Actually, I take that back. I found 3 Harry Potter actors. 1 is Fantastic Beasts, 2 Harry Potter. So Fiona Shaw reads audiobooks, and Fiona Shaw is Petunia Dursley. An example of some of the ones that she reads is she read A Family Romance by Anita Brookner. I don't think she wrote a book, but said she wrote a book. Did she write a book? She might have written a book. And Fiona Shaw also read The Banyan Tree by Christopher Nolan, and I'm sure that there's others if I had scrolled down on that list and read them all, but I don't want to spend too long on this. David Tennant also reads audiobooks. He has read some of the H.G. Wells science fiction collection, and he has some Doctor Who ones that he's read, so I'll definitely be listening to those in the future when I get more Audible credits. And the final actress is from Fantastic Beasts, and Catherine Waterston, who plays Tina Goldstein, read A Separation by Katie Kitamura. So yeah, that is the end of this adventure. I hope that you found some new audiobooks that you're interested in listening to if you're a Harry Potter fan. And I hope that this adventure wasn't as messy as I feel like it's going to be to edit. So yeah, even though I had a concussion and it sucked, it was sort of fun to be discovering these audiobooks by Harry Potter actors and listening to them, and that was like sort of fun to hear all their voices and stuff. I'm still recovering a little bit from my concussion, but I'm almost better, and I've been listening to Cirque du Freak, that series, which that series isn't read by any Harry Potter actors. I basically have to listen to only free Audible books for a little bit because I used up all the Audible credits except for one which my dad asked me to keep for him. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. I promise that I'll look more put together in other videos because I don't get concussions often, so yeah, hopefully I'll be like more put together and stuff in the other videos. I upload Harry Potter videos a lot on my channel, so stick around for more fun videos like this one, and I hope all of you have a fantastic week, and I will see all of you in my next video. Goodbye!